to believe that surprising is the temperature gradient. At face value, you'd expect that the higher up you get, the colder it would get. As simple as that. But as we saw on Mage, that's not the case. And of course, cool air wants to sink and warm air rise, so you get a lot of mixing. That's why all our weather occurs in the troposphere. After cold air, that's more stable, so that doesn't tend to mix. As a check, I found a diagram on the internet up as Win1 for Mage. Now the next thing to look at is atmospheric pressure. Now as we know, the atmospheric pressure is nothing more than the weight of the atmosphere above pressing down. So it makes sense that at the bottom you've got the entire atmosphere. It's taken measurements that agree with known science. Chalk up number 2 to Mage. But rather than just readings, I think that Mage can do a little better than that. I think it's time we had a close look at the balloon camera. Now at launch, it's actually really hard to make out the balloon because of the clouds above. So what we'll do is we'll jump forward to we've just come out the top of the clouds. Great stuff. So let's grab that balloon cam and freeze frame it at 1400 meters. We'll do screen grabs at a couple more heights and then just before burst point. Grab the balloon cam and freeze frame just under 20 kilometers. We do the same again, just approaching 30 kilometers. Grab the camera and then take a freeze frame. And we grab the balloon camera for one last time and freeze it just before it's about to burst. The amount of hydrogen in the weather balloon is constant throughout the flight. However, the atmospheric pressure is reducing. Mage has demonstrated the temperature gradient, the pressure gradient, and now visually it has shown us the massive effect that the reducing atmospheric pressure can have as you rise in height. There's only one thing left: Earth curve. So let's start off by looking through Mage's camera. Now this image has not been taken at any great height, but even when we're at the peak of Mage's journey, we're not going to easily see the curve. It's only very slight. So these reference lines serve two purposes. Firstly, there's something to compare any curve against, and secondly, they're to demonstrate that the image itself has not been manipulated. There's a simple technique to accentuate any curves to enable them to be seen more easily. That's to compress the image from left to right in its width. Now the interesting thing is only curves get accentuated.